And we're live. It is Tuesday night oil chats with Tia the Oil Lady. That's me. And as we have the rest of March, we are going to talk about low tox. And in fact, I've got a ebook that I'm just quickly going to run through today. But before we get to that, we often talk about sort of some of the advantages of having your own wholesale account with doTERRA. And that wholesale account doesn't mean that you've got to go out and sell it like mad and that you've got to harass all your friends and whatever. It just means use oils. Okay, use the oils, use the low tox products, use the cleaning products, and if your friends want to get involved too, that's awesome. Now, there's a few advantages to having your own account, and one of them is, of course, the free product of the month. So this month I got a free bottle of Nayuli, which is gorgeous. I love Nayuli. I also, it arrived today, the BOGO box. So we have a BOGO box, which means that once every now and then, probably 2, maybe 3 times a year, at least 2, I think, doTERRA does a BOGO. So a buy one, get one free. So this week, there was a few different offers on call last week, and they put them up one at a time. So each day there is a different BOGO offer. Now, with that, during the week, if you sort of decide that, you know what, I just want the lot, then you can just do a BOGO box and you get everything that is on offer in the BOGO, which is awesome. So it's every day and it is everything. And there's usually an extra in the BOGO box that you don't get with the regular BOGO. So I thought we might unpack it, because look, it's all packaged really nice. So I thought we might unpack it and just see what was in the BOGO box. Now, the beauty of the BOGO box, like I said, you get all the products. You get them, if you've got your own wholesale account, you get them all wholesale price. And if you don't have your own wholesale account during BOGO week, and I mentioned this last week, you can actually get the BOGO box and it comes with a free membership. So if you don't already have the membership, you're taken care of and you've got one. So BOGO 1 was On Guard. Now, I'm not sure what's in this one, so we'll open up this one. And I don't know what all the BOGOs were, so we'll just sort of see what's in here, because this was the go, like it was 5 days, buy one, get one free. I know that the BOGO with this particular one was none of the ones in that box, so it might be in this bundle here. So the BOGO was, where are we? Here we go. So it was buy a bottle of On Guard and get On Guard concentrated cleaner free. On Guard is phenomenal. We have talked about On Guard all the time, and over the last year or so, and especially the last couple of months and the week that I was stuck at home, talked about On Guard a lot, because absolute lifesaver. It has been brilliant. Clean the surfaces, use it to clean your house, use it in your diffuser. It has been phenomenal. The other one that was in the BOGO box, which I've used heaps with On Guard, is I actually mix this one. I put Easy Air in it, and you bought Easy Air and you got Purify, or the other way around, one of those, but 2 amazing oils again for clearing the air in your house and getting rid of airborne germs. Now, with that, these 2, honestly, you can't have too much. So if you did get the BOGO and you had already bought like a kit to start with, so you already had these 2, doesn't matter. You will use them. They are absolute brilliant oils, those 2. And if you did buy, or if you do buy a Home Essentials kit or a Family's Essential kit or a Nature's Solutions kit, you'll get those 2 oils, the On Guard and the Easy Air, but you will also get oregano. And that's my game changer. The 3 of those have been on heavy rotation around our house, especially the last couple of weeks. Quite a few of my friends have been inflicted as well. Now, the other ones that were in this pack were, I'm just trying to remember what order they came in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Copaiba, awesome, brilliant for pains, aches, pains. I've still got one more package to undo, and I might remember then what came with the Copaiba. I remembered what came with the Copaiba. Okay, Helichrysum. No? Yes. I think Helichrysum came with the Copaiba because, no, it didn't. Helichrysum, it makes no difference what came with what. Okay, so Copaiba, pain, neuro, getting those neuro things that, if I could remember, good for the memory in that regard. Okay, bottle of Nauli, again, another one. It doesn't matter that I have 2 bottles of this oil because this oil is beautiful. It's a tea tree. It's a type of Melaleuca, and it's one that I was introduced to years and years and years ago, and it is a lot more subtle than tea tree. It's not as in your face smell as tea tree is, but it has all the same benefits. So if you're using it on kids or even just on yourself, it is a nice, gentle antiseptic sort of smell that works beautifully. Now, this one, Zengest, this is digestion, Digest Zen. So it used to look like, not that, that's peppermint. Where are we? Okay, used to look like that, Digest Zen, and now it's called Zengest. Same thing, but I think there is a slight, twitching of the ingredients in this one. So this blend is the new and improved digestion. This one, like the Nauli, isn't on our regular rotation. This, in that you can't buy it off the regular thing. In fact, I've never seen this one available. I've had this one before in a 5 ml bottle, but it would have been easy 3 years ago. So it smells delicious. This one is really nice. You can tell it's citrus. It's uplifting. It smells great. I was going to say, Nauli is another one that is like a limited time is what those ones are. Peppermint, can't go wrong with peppermint. It's good for everything, headaches. It's good for digestion. You can add it with your digestion. You can use it with your Copaiba. You can use it with all sorts of things. And, with the kids back at school, it's really good for focus and concentration and, yeah, amazing oil. Good wake up one, like a drop on your hand at that 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon when you're just like, is it time to go home yet? A drop on your hand and a big smell, and that one smells amazing. Okay, Helichrysum. I did talk about Helichrysum last week. It is beautiful. It is liquid stitches, and so it is really good for scarring and healing and any sort of wounds. That one is really good for. And when you look at the information, it's good for 100 other things as well. This is one of my favorites. Absolute love this oil, frankincense. In fact, it was a roller bottle of frankincense that got me back into oils. If anyone knows my oily history, I've done oils for a long time. And then I took a break and I really didn't think I was getting back into them. And I bought a kit from doTERRA to get a wholesale account, because if I was going to, I wanted the vitamins is what I really wanted at the time. And I wanted them wholesale, and to get a wholesale account, you could pay $35 or you could buy a kit. So I bought a kit. Already had a heap of oils still, like oil bottles, so I wasn't worried about those. So I bought a roller kit. I bought the touch kit. And the first oil that I opened was the frankincense, and the rest is history. I'm back and teaching and loving it. So absolutely beautiful oil, frankincense. Good for all sorts of things. But the thing that I like about it, I always describe frankincense as like the filing cabinet in your head. Okay, so you can have all that information thrown into your head and have no idea how to find anything, and you're sort of muffled, and when you want to know stuff, you know that you've got it, but you can't remember it because you've got 3 billion other thoughts going through your head that you've got to sift through to get to it. And I find frankincense is that the filer. It files them all so that when I need that thought, it's there and I can access it, and my memory goes straight to the thought that I'm thinking as opposed to having to search through it. So a bit like all the crap on your desk, like you know it's there, but you can't find it. And when it's all filed, usually it's much easier to find. And that's what I find frankincense works with. We talk about lots of oils that are really good for sleeping. And I find whilst lavender's great, kids love it and it helps the young ones sleep really well. Lavender's calming of the central nervous system. So it calms you down, it slows the body down, it just helps you sort of chill. But for me, that's not my sleeping issue. The sleeping issue is all the stuff going on up in here. And that's what frankincense does. That helps me with that one. Frankincense is one of the main ingredients in Intune. And so I use Intune every morning for a couple of reasons. One, I love the smell. Two, it's in a roller. Okay, it wasn't in the BOGO box, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway. Intune, I use it behind my ears. I use it on my wrists as a perfume. Smells great. One of the ingredients is frankincense. So it does all those things with helping me file things. And I find that when I do go to bed, my brain does shut down much quicker because everything's already filed. I've processed it as the day has progressed. And so I love frankincense for that. Cost-wise, it's beautiful. Intune's cheaper, and I love the smell of the Intune. So whilst I love having the frankincense, because, there are some days where you just need that zen, a couple of drops of frankincense in the bath is just divine. But not always the most affordable one. So Intune is a really nice alternative to that one. Okay, the last thing that was in the BOGO box, and this is new because up until now, we have had a blend for women, an oil blend that can be used as a perfume that came in a 5 ml bottle. So now it comes in, there it is, a 10 ml roller. So it is a touch. So it's got fractionated coconut oil in it so that you can just use it. You don't have to make your own perfume anymore because it's already here. So Whisper is beautiful. It's a real like musky smell, but not that dank, damp, musky smell, that bright, really refreshing musky smell. So it is a really nice one, and that is Whisper. So that was everything that I got in my BOGO box. Okay, so I didn't get the bonus BOGO box because I had to put an order in on Friday and I forgot. So not to worry, but I did get the BOGO box. Now, what I was thinking today is because we are still talking low tox, okay, so already there was like a whole pile of different things that we could use. I talked about using the On Guard to clean your house, to spray the germs, to put in your diffuser. Now, there's a few low tox replacements of items that you might have had at home. It will still sanitize. That's what it does. Okay. And there is research to back that it will do that. So worth having a look at that. And it is gentle and it smells good. Anything that smells good is definitely, like, I'd much rather walk into my bathroom after having it cleaned with this, with the clove and the cinnamony smell and the orange. I'd much rather that than bleach. Bleach is disgusting. It smells, it has its place, I suppose, but not every day. Okay. And then you clean your shower with that, and then you step in it and you breathe in the toxic fumes, and, use something gentle gentle to the body that's still nasty to germs and will still do the job like your On Guard. So that one is a really nice one. Anyway, I'm going to share this book with you. This is Reducing the Toxic Load Inside and Out. And it does, the less toxins, the lighter the load. And we're not just talking about on your house, we're talking about on you, okay? Because we've spoken this month about how all the toxins that go into your body has to process them and get rid of them Okay, so anything that it doesn't want, it has to breathe it out, wee it out, sweat it out, breathe it out. I might have mentioned that one. Anyway, your body has to get rid of them. And if it can't get rid of them, because, your blood has a lot of work to do. It's got to produce platelets, and it's got to do the white cell and the red cell. It's got lots and lots of work to do. So cleaning your blood, your lymph, going through and cleaning your blood is only one part of what your blood has to do. So if there is a lot of toxins, then your body can't do everything. It either has to spend time getting rid of all the toxins and not doing the platelet and all the other functions of the blood, or it gets on and does the other stuff it needs and leaves all the crap in your blood, which then your body just kind of parks it. It'll just sort of throw it in your thighs. It'll dimple them up a bit and it'll put them over there and sort of go, I'll get to you later. But doing that, it's still got all those other functions that it has to do every day. And so quite often it doesn't get done later. It's like, it's like that the top drawer in the kitchen where, you put it in there thinking, I'll get to it, and you don't. It's the way it is. So less toxins and lighter the load. Next, where's our next page? Come on. Oh, come on, I trialed this today beforehand. View tab. Okay, what are we doing? Oh. Okay, no, I don't want that. Gotta love it when technology works for you beautifully. Where are we? Hopefully I don't kick myself out. Okay, come on. Okay, we're going to have to stop sharing. I'm just going to have to go, no. Oh, far out. I trialed this today before I came to class. Before I went and cooked dinner, I trialed this to make sure that I had it happening, because there's quite a few great oil information in amongst here. So let me just see what's going on here. Okay, no, it's not gonna, it's supposed to be on present mode. It's not going to do it. Okay, this is actually a book. It is a, maybe we can do it this way. 2-page view. Come on, up you come. No, it's only doing it on one. Sorry, I'm just. Okay, why isn't it showing me a 2-page? Maybe. Okay, where are we? Okay, we're just going to skip down to the information that I need. Okay, here we go. Right there, that's the page I want. Let me share it again and see if we are on track again. Sorry about that. Okay, now if I press present mode, ta-da, are we there? Ta-da. Okay, this is what we wanted to look at. We want to look at some of the products that it's talking about, because a bit like when I quickly went through that the BOGO box and sort of mentioned what we use the different things for, there are lots of oils in this low toxin thing. I don't know why that's okay. No, it is just going to play up on me today, isn't it? Gotta love it. Okay, well, I'll tell you about these ones to start with. So the Correct-X, we'll go straight to that one because I love the Correct-X. It is cheap to start with. It's about $20. It is a multi-purpose natural ointment that helps soothe the skin. So it is no petroleum-based products and no preservatives. So it is an ointment that absorbs quickly into the skin and is gentle and non-irritating, making it ideal for sensitive skin. You can apply it of an evening to soothe and purify your skin. So if you've got like a bit of a breakout or a zit or a rash, you can pop some Correct-X on it. You can rub it onto the skin to help improve the texture of the skin and use it as part of a routine to help promote healthy looking skin. Now, I've used Correct-X on scarring. I've used it on mozzie bites. I've used it. Oh, the cat scratched me last week, and I'm not going to lift my leg up and show you. She scratched me right across my ankle bone, and I've put the Correct-X on it. There's no infection, and it's healing nicely. And yeah, it was a good cut. Little, gotta love a kitten. Anyway, so all in the one tube, and I've got one here somewhere. In my house, everyone has their own tube of Correct-X, okay, because you never know when you want to use it. So they've all got their own tube. There's a tube in the car. There is a tube in my house, just not right here where I'm standing. I think there's one out on my craft desk at the moment. Cuts, paper cuts, burns. Obviously, burns cold water first, but then you can use your Correct-X on it. It is brilliant. Remember I talked about this one about the helichrysum. Helichrysum is in Correct-X. So again, it's an alternative to having helichrysum, and it is a much cheaper alternative and super handy to have on hand. And it's in a, like, I don't know what the material, it's like a plastic type material, and really, like, you know, sturdy. It's got a lid, you pop it in your bag, you can drop it. Kids can't break it. It does squirt out, but it does, you've got to give it a bit of pressure for it to squirt a lot out. So it's quite practical in that regard. So Correct-X, we love it. We've always got spare tubes of that one here. Now, we talked about frankincense before as well. So renowned as one of the most prized and precious essential oils, frankincense provides extraordinary benefits to the body inside and out. You can apply it topically to, again, help reduce the appearance of skin imperfections. You can massage into the bottom of your feet before bed. Like I said, it helps with the mind chatter. It is amazing. You can take 1 or 2 drops in a veggie cap to support healthy cellular function. And to that point, it's actually one of the main ingredients of the DDR Prime, which is one of the capsules that I take each day. Now, the capsules that are there, the deep blue, they're only available from the US warehouse, because in Australia it's called Ice Blue, and we don't have the TGA approval for the capsules yet, but we do in the States, and phenomenal. They're for aches, pains, like the Ice Blue rub. So it works the same way as that. In fact, the deep blue is above. So like I said, deep blue in the States, Ice Blue in Australia. So same oil. Apply to your feet and knees before and after exercise, combine with a few drops of carrier oil and massage it into a growing child's legs before bedtime. Rub it onto lower back muscles after a day of heavy lifting at work or during a move. Now, I actually have the rub, and I use the rub on my lower back of a morning before I go to work, and then I often put it on again of a night time before I go to bed, just to sort of stop that stress on my back from an old injury. Past tense is a favorite of mine. I like it in a roller bottle, so I do mix it up into a roller. Now, this is one that you can use for headaches. You can use the deep blue or ice blue as well. It depends. It's like your over-the-counter preparations. You've got to find the one that works best for you. So having both of them in your house isn't going to be a waste, because there is multiple uses for both. And then it depends on your headache. So when I'm getting a migraine, I go the ice blue, but Therese goes the past tense. She finds it works more effectively for her. So it's just about finding the one that works best for you. The past tense, though, in the roller, I make it up into a roller and I roll it down that muscle there of a nighttime before I go to bed. And what I find is that it releases the tension in my neck, because I do it on both sides. I roll it down there and it releases the tension, and so I sleep better, which is a bonus. Then what's it say there? Massage into your shoulders, neck and back for cooling and soothing sensation. Place on your temples and the back of the neck before taking a test or presenting in public. So that's because it is a relaxation blend. So it just sort of takes away that tension and that stress. Apply to the wrists while traveling for a relaxing aroma. So it does lots of cool stuff. Now, why isn't it letting me? It's not even showing me that other page. Here we go. Oh, now I've lost my book completely. Gotta love it. Here we go. I don't know what its issue is. I will just keep breathing. It's all good. Where are we? Okay, I'm just going to do it this way. This one, we have a couple of other blends. Now, where's my share screen one? Okay. Like I said, gotta love it when it works. Okay, so I'm not going to present this time, so you're going to see all the crap on the side as well. Okay, so you've got the Tamer. Now, Tamer is the kids' version of digestion, or Zengest as it's now called. It has like slightly tweaked, but it is good for all ages. In fact, I've got a friend, Kerry, who uses this one, especially when she was traveling. She's just come back from 2 months in her caravan, and she uses this one because what she found, she was using the digestion and it was just too strong for her. Like, she just didn't need it that strong. And so she was finding that she was diluting it and whatever. And then I gave her this one. She said, thank you, because it's the same blend, but it was just that bit gentler, and she loves this one. So again, both will work. It's finding out which one works best for you. So the Tamer is beautiful. Now we have here, I'm going to tell you about these two, the Breathe Vapor Stick, or in Australia it is called Easy Air. This is brilliant. I love it. It is a plastic tube, and once again, I don't have it handy. I need to be more organised. There it is. Oh, okay. Righto. So it is a plastic tube. Again, if the kids drop it, they're not going to smash it because it is in a plastic thing. With this one, it is like your old things, you know, when we were growing up that we are all familiar with. It feels like that as well, but it is the Easy Air blend, and it is brilliant. You can put that on back of the chest, on the back, on the chest, on the bottom of the feet. You can also put it on the hands. There you go. The picture there's on the neck. Okay, this is the one that helps soothe the airway. So, you know, if your throat's a bit then you can use this one, or you can use the oil, or you can use the roller, whatever you've got. But again, this one's in that nice plastic tube. So it's like, for me, I just find that if your kids are little, that one is really good. The other beauty of this one is that you can literally cup your hands around it like this. Okay, breathe it in. If it's your nose or your throat, okay, you can do it with your mouth. And just breathe it in and feel it on your, like, get straight into your chest, just the vapor of it. And that's quite brilliant. During our challenging first week of 2022, my husband, we weren't allowed to leave the house, and my husband ran out of his cough lollies. And, you know, he often has a bit of a scratchy throat, so he's always got something handy. Anyway, he ran out and we couldn't go get any, but I had the Easy Air lozenges at home, and he's a big fan of the Easy Air now. It's the only ones he takes, which is awesome. I love it, because I'd much rather him be taking those than the other ones, and he's not going through as many as he was when he was using the other throat lozenges, so, which is cool. I'm really impressed with that one. He's probably loves what I do, supports what I do, but he's also the biggest skeptic. So when he found that they worked and he was really happy with them, yay, win for us. Plus he puts the diffusers on now. He's he's getting good. It takes time sometimes. Okay, digestion does come in a soft gel. Again, the soft gels, I'm not going to go through them. They are low tox alternatives to other ones. You'll find digestion's not going to have that same effect that some of your other preparations have if you've got some upset tummy, things like that. So that one is really good, but that one is from the US, and the Terrazyme is actually from Australia, so that one's good. Okay, now these couple here are really cool. The beadlets, have I got one handy? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay, thought I did. No. Okay, so the beadlets, sorry, knocked over my Intune. The beadlets are tiny little gel things. And again, they're in a plastic bottle with a flip lid, so you can pop them in your handbag. There's On Guard and peppermint. But with that one, you can just pop it into your mouth. There you go. Dissolve one in your mouth to freshen your breath, or take it, and they're tiny, so you just swallow it. Like you don't even need water or anything with it. And that one will help with digestion and good for, like, I find again that late afternoon or afternoon slump where you're tired or whatever, with the peppermint, you can either take it or squish it, and you've got a drop there. So you can breathe it in. If you've got the beadlets in your bag, you don't have to worry about oil leaking or breaking because it's in a plastic thing. But it's good to have there as that alternative. If you feel a headache coming on, you've got choices. You can take it, or you can break it and rub it into your temples or your forehead or the back of your neck, wherever your headache stems from. So your beadlets are brilliant. I like the On Guard ones as well. I tend to find I keep those in my car, and if I am feeling a bit under the weather, then I'll take one or two as I'm leaving before I go out. Okay, lavender. Lavender has to be one of the most versatile oils ever, and it replaces so many different things in your house. So it does there. What does it say? Sleep, relax, keep a bottle on hand for skin irritations, promote peaceful sleep, pillows, bottom of your feet. You can pop it into a distilled water spray, use it as a linen spray. You can put a drop in your washing machine. It will help with that whole antibacterial, antiviral. It'll help with all of those things. And it smells good. And if you've got young kids, don't do what Sarah did and go, right, I'm going to get them to sleep tonight, so I'm putting it in their bath, I'm putting it in their diffuser, I'm putting it on their pillow, I'm going to massage it into their feet. Because lavender is really cool and it will calm them down and put them to sleep. But if you use too much, it's going to do the opposite. So don't do all the things. Find the one that works best for you. So if you find that you really enjoy massaging your kids' feet on the night time, then use the lavender for that. Or if you want to put it in the bath, then do that. Alternatively, you could put like a drop of On Guard or even a drop of frankincense just to sort of zen them out a little bit, and then massage their feet with a drop of lavender. So look at which way you want to use it. But it is the most versatile oil and probably the most popular. The most well-known oil. Serenity Restful Blend Complex Soft Gels, that is the lavender piece, again from the US. Some great advantages to having your own wholesale account, because in Australia, we can order from the Australian warehouse or the US warehouse. If you're in the US, you can't order from the Australian warehouse. So we do get a bit of best of both worlds, which is great. Now, these are the other throat drops. These are the ones I like. I find the Easy Air ones are very minty, and I'm not a big mint fan, where these ones are a bit more orange and cinnamon sort of taste. So I love these. I don't use them too often, but if I do find that I'm getting a bit scratchy or a bit dry, then I suck on one of these and I find they are brilliant. Okay, that is all that was in that book. And literally, it is up to you. The power is yours. And, like I said before, it can be overwhelming. Okay, one step at a time. Next time the toothpaste is starting to run out, order toothpaste. Okay, when your spray and wipes start to run out, have some On Guard on hand. Use the stuff you've got and slowly replace it. And when I found this particular ebook, I actually found 2 others. So guess what? We're going to continue on this what do you call it? There you go. I did use my Intune. It's been a long day. We're going to continue with some low tox stuff, being quite specific about some of the low tox stuff. Next week, we're going to do low tox. Let me get myself back here. Next week, we are going to do skincare, using replacing your, the stuff you've got and why you want to go low tox with your skincare. So we're going to talk about that one next week. In the meantime, it is the end of March, which means that come next week, I will be putting an order in. So if there is anything you want and you're not quite ready to have your own account, that's fine. Just let me know, or Mary or Leonie or whoever your oil lady is, let them know, and we can we'll pop it in with our loyalty order, because there's quite a few of us that order every single month. Okay, so if you are after something and need something, please jump in, let us know. Otherwise, you can either go to tiatheoillady.com or theoilhut.com, or just scan that and go to the website that is in that QR code, and you can open up your own account. It is really easy to do, and there's lots and lots of advantages to doing that. Even if you're just curious and you want to suss out the kits and see what's available, go to the QR code, go to the website. How bizarre is that? Can't get your finger. There we go. In that QR code, you will find it will ask you to save it to your contacts. You don't have to, but if you scroll down when you do scan it, you will find a website. Go to the website, Tia the Oil Lady, the Oil Hut. You'll find links. Anything that says oils, just click on that and it will take you to the doTERRA website, where you can have a look at you can actually have a look at the kits at the Oil Hut. Anyway, I'm rambling now. It's getting late. It's time to go. I shall be back next week, and I've just sort of had a look at the list over here of everyone that's been watching. So thank you and welcome, and thanks for listening. And like I said, I'll be back next week with skincare. We're going to talk about skincare, and I better write that down because I'm likely to forget between now and next week. See you next week for some skincare tips, and again, the low tox, why we're doing that. See you later.